Hello, welcome to a new vlog. This is my date night attire. What? Oh, great, okay. This is great. This is my date night attire for a little, sorry, I'm trying to vlog over here. Unless you want to come be in it. I know, the paw, you love it.
I do. I've never felt more comfortable and natural than when a furry appendage is shoved in my face.
I was trying to just film
Act natural. Act natural.
Okay, well, I was trying to film just a quick little clip here for my movie night attire.
She does look wonderful, doesn't she?
We are going to be going to a historic little theater. They're playing some old Halloween movies. It's one of my favorite places to go.
Oh, she's even got some spooky shoes on.
I got my black shoes on with some green laces. I wore these to Disneyland the other day. But it's fun. They got it all spooky on the inside. So I want to give you a little bit of a warning before I show you some spooky things on the inside.
Spook warning?
Well, I really hope they don't have that. They have an exorcist animatronic.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
That really scares me. But you have to walk by it to get to your seat. I'm really hoping maybe she's... Oof. I don't think you went last year for any of the spooky stuff last year. I went twice. Lots of spooky stuff. Lots of animatronics. Anywho, going for a little date night. I am starting the vlog now because I didn't really do anything today. Roman is at his grandparents' house, so we've got the day to ourselves, the weekend to ourselves here. So we're gonna go watch Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes. I wonder what happens. I hope she makes it. I hope she makes it through the movie. I haven't heard anything about it.
Something tells me she doesn't.
No?
All right, let's go. We gotta go. Time to roll. Jesus, that spider scared me.
See the spider?
That's just scary. I was just gonna have a drink of water, and then I realized I have perched this camera on top of it. So there goes that. Gosh, there are some things in this studio that I really want to get to. There's a pile of stuff down there that I want to hang up. I feel like I need to do some tidying around here. My desk is like absolute chaos, which is just the way it goes, I guess, when I'm in art challenge season because there's art supplies everywhere. It's a hot mess in here, but it's okay. It is Sunday morning now. I've had a very slow morning. It is 11 a.m. This is very rare for me. Very, very rare. As you can see, I'm in total cozy mode. Big t-shirt, sweatpants, Taylor Swift crew neck here. I am in total slug mode all weekend. Yesterday, after a bit of running around in the morning, getting my kid to swim lessons and then taking him to his grandparents' house. Every month, Roman sleeps over one night at his grandparents' house. He loves it. My parents love it. It's a win for everybody. And James and I get kind of like a little weekend to ourselves, and it's really nice. I'm very grateful for that, like 24 hours that we kind of get to ourselves. It's very rare and like sacred time. So I got Roman to his grandparents' house, at like noon or something yesterday. I was back home and then had these plans. I had so many plans yesterday of like, I'm going to edit videos. I'm going to make art. I'm going to read my face off. I'm going to do all these things. Was reading my book on the couch, all curled up with Dante. And the next thing you know, my ass fell asleep. And I don't even know how long I was sleeping. I woke up in like a haze. I'm not kidding when I say I've been like a slug all weekend. And you know what? Zero shame, zero guilt. It feels really nice to just kind of not do anything. So after waking up in the afternoon at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I did end up doing some reading. I did a big chunk of reading last night and actually ended up finishing my Demon Smut, which you would have seen me reading a couple of episodes ago here. Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRoe. Don't know how to pronounce it. I'm in my paranormal romance, dark romance era, apparently. This was a good time. Check trigger warnings like you wouldn't believe. But it was really fun. I had only just like 50 pages left this morning, and I finished it up this morning. So this was my 43rd book for the year. I think it's the 43rd book that I've read this year, which is great because I'm getting very close to my goal of 50 books this year. And I believe at the pace that I'm going to exceed it. So that's very exciting. The next book that I'm currently reading, I'm reading a few things, as always. I always have a book buffet going. But I'm currently buddy reading with bestie Allie, Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I'm excited for this because I do have the Kingdom of the Wicked series. I have not read it or started it though. So same with, I have her other book. I'm looking right at it. Throne of the Fallen. Bought that last year, but didn't realize I needed to read the other series first. Apparently, you want to read Kingdom of the Wicked before you read Throne of the Fallen. I didn't realize that at the time. Anywho, a quick little pivot here to Stalking Jack the Ripper. This was a book that I picked up for $5 at a Barnes & Noble cafe. I grabbed Allie a copy as well, and now we are buddy reading it. So this is my buddy read currently. I always have a buddy read with Allie. This is our 24th book that we have read together over the past 2 years. So that's really fun. I have some catching up to do on this because she's quite a bit ahead of me already, but I was trying to finish my Demon Smut first. I really wanted to get this knocked out. So now that this is done, I can give this a little bit more attention today. So hoping to put a little bit of a dent in this. And then I did also want to share, I guess, do I want to give this a rating? I did. I hate to admit it. Her Soul to Take, by the way, I did end up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. I think the real rating is probably like a 3.75. I gave it 4 out of 5. It was a nice balance of like really spicy spice. I liked the paranormal elements of it. I liked the creatures that were in it. I did enjoy the plot. I did find myself like wanting to know what was going to happen with the plot that was going on in this. Very enjoyable. I liked the characters. I liked sort of the world that the author created. It's in contemporary times, obviously, but I just could really picture like the town and the places. And it was just like a really easy breezy, spicy, spooky kind of read. Again, please check trigger warnings with any dark romance book, I'm realizing. Yeah, so currently reading Stalking Jack the Ripper. Going to put a dent in that today. I did also want to show my book of the month book came in, which I'm kind of excited about. I did end up picking The Book of Witching by C.J. Cook. I don't know much about this other than it's a witch story, and I believe it's a little bit based on some actual witch stories. I'm not entirely sure. A mother must fight for her daughter's life in this fierce and haunting tale of witchcraft and revenge. Yeah, I think something happens to her daughter, and her daughter's like in a coma or in the hospital, wakes up from the coma, but thinks she's a witch, like a witch from like witch trial times, I believe. I don't know. I remember reading the blurb and being intrigued by this story, and I just also really love the cover, and it felt appropriate for the time. So that is what I went for. Look at that. That's cool. I feel like Book of the Month has been delivering some bangers lately. Phantasma, having read that last month, that was one of my favorite books that I've read this year, which was really great. God of the Woods was the month before that I had picked. I started that. I got pretty far along, but then I put a pause on that because I just wasn't in the mood for like a mystery. So I hope to return back to that, but I was enjoying it, and I think it's getting really good reviews as well. So Book of the Month has been a good time. Not sponsored. I do have a referral code down below if you want to get your first book for like $5 or something like that though. And then you would have seen maybe at the start of this video, a little plushie arrived. This box arrived, and I realized it was my pre-order. I pre-ordered this months ago. I mean, like easily 5 months ago, probably. I think a really long time ago, I pre-ordered this. And when the box arrived and I opened it up, I was like teary-eyed by how cute it was. And James from across the room looked at me as I was opening this box, and he goes,
"What stupid thing did you buy now?"
Like, what dumb thing did you buy now? And I just... Yes, I bought the limited edition Mona plush from Nanoland. I just think She's so cute. This is such a well-made little plush, by the way. It's made by the company Uncute. She is limited edition, so that's why I jumped on it, because I think they only made a certain number of these. I, of course, already ripped the tag off because the tag was like in the front of her, which was not the vibe. But it's such a well-made little plush. She's so cute. She actually kind of feels like the weight of her. She's got beans in her butt, but she feels kind of almost more like a puppet than just a straight plush. But I just love her so much. She's so cute. I cannot wait to put her in my little bookshelf. I'm gonna put her in this bookshelf that like faces me so that I can see her like every day. I just think she's adorable. This show and the little clips of this show brings me so much joy. I have an entire folder on my phone and on Instagram of my favorite Mona clips, Mona and Russer. It just brings me a lot of joy and it makes me really happy. So if I'm having like a bad anxiety day or like I'm feeling really sad, I just watch some of this show or like some clips from this and it just makes me really happy. So I couldn't resist when the little plushie was available. Well worth the wait. Well worth the wait. So I need to find a little spot for her. I can't. And her little legs. And when she's seated, when she's like sitting, I can't. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh my God. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Mona and that whole series. Anywho, I have peeled myself off the couch, put my books down to work on Peachtober for a little bit. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm on day 8, which is River. So I need to get this transferred over into my sketchbook here. I want to try to get a couple of days ahead. I did make a few transfers yesterday, so I have the next 4 days lined up here, and I would really love to put a dent in these. So that is what I'm going to be working on. At some point, I'll put on real clothes today, but not yet. Let's work on Peachtober stuff and try to get a little something done and not just be a slug. Oh, last night, I forgot to give you a little update. Last night was a really fun little date night for James and I. We went and saw Psycho. So good. God, that movie is a literal masterpiece. Like, there are some scenes in that movie that, and this is how I told James when we walked out of the theater. I was like, there are some scenes in that movie that I just want to bottle up and wear it as a keychain forever because it's just so good. Like when Norman Bates is talking to her in the back office at the Bates Motel, there is such tension in that scene and so many incredible one-liners in the dialogue that happens between the two of them. And you see it just escalate and this tension between these two characters in just this scene with the two of them in this office. And I just think that's one of the best scenes of that movie because it's just so revealing. It's so revealing, especially as like a rewatch going back to it. Oh, I could talk about that movie forever. I just think it's so well done. Cinematically, the script, it's funny, it's terrifying. The acting is incredible. It's just what a classic. Like, what a classic. And it holds up, man. But it's always so fun seeing it at that theater. It was a fun little date night. Got back last night. And then, when we got back last night, we were on the fence. James was like, should we go get a drink afterwards? And I was like, no. No, I want to go home and be on the couch. I want to read my book and maybe watch TV. Like, that's really what I want to do. I want to be on the couch the whole weekend. We came home and we started watching the Menendez Brothers show on Netflix, which is very good. It's very good. It's a very well done series thus far. We've watched the first 2 episodes and I am already looking forward to watching episode 3. Very intense show, but very well done. Okay, I feel like spooky season is in full gear, in full swing, and I am so here for it. Okay, I need to actually get some stuff done. I'll check in with you a little bit later. It has been a chilly, overcast, very gray day here in LA. Feeling very fall, if you ask me. Hello, it is Monday. I've had a pretty productive day. Took the morning to just get through some adulting things, just taking care of business. I was able to get the last Vlogtober video out, which was good. And then I've just been working on Peachtober. So I did manage to get 2 additional illustrations completely done. I have a third one here for Wheel, which I did this crazy Oogie Boogie Wheel of Fortune wheel, which I feel like I'm probably going to regret this because it's so detailed and giant. It's big. But I'm at least going to get it transferred. That would get me up to day 11. Which is good. So I'm slowly making progress because it's currently day 7. So as long as I stay ahead, I'm okay. That's kind of my general game plan with any kind of art challenge, is like always just try to be ahead and then I'll figure it out from there. My clock is ticking though, because it's a little bit after 3 o'clock. So I do need to wrap up to go get my kiddo from school. So that said, I'm probably going to put a little bow on this little vlog here because yeah, it's just into the evening routine. I am excited. I have a veggie ramen HelloFresh recipe to make tonight for dinner, and I'm very excited about that. Again, the weather is like very fitting for that. I did decide, by the way, a couple of things. A couple of videos ago, I was talking about my sticker dilemma, that I have been ordering stickers not knowing whether to do a holiday advent, my mystery sticker advent that I have done in years past, or if I just offer them all individually. I did go ahead and make the decision that I'm just going to offer them individually. There's a couple that I might offer as like a little curated set because they're thematically kind of the same, but I think for the most part, I'm going to offer them as like individual stickers. It's exciting because it's got me thinking about kind of like Buy Bun holiday shop will be open, just like jam-packed with inventory because I'm going to have a lot. I'm going to have a lot of stuff. And because I'm not doing the advent, it even has me thinking that I may try to do the mystery ephemera bags earlier, like maybe launch it all at the same time. And I may also do those little Halloween spooky packs that I talked about because I have so much Halloween scrapbook paper that is in this box down here on the ground. And I have some ghost packing tape. I have a couple of like spooky stickers that I think might be fun to go in there, and maybe even put some of my older sticker designs, 1 or 2 in there, like a mystery, like a little spooky pack of like scrapbook paper and some tape and a couple of stickers, something just kind of, again, me trying to get some of the stuff out of my studio. So that may be something else that I put together. So I'm thinking for tomorrow's vlog of the day after, I think I'm going to start working on those things, just start working on big shop stuff. So that's kind of the game plan for that. But yeah, I did want to say thank you though for a lot of your feedback and commentary on how I should handle the sticker situation. Thankfully, a lot of you guys had kind of agreed with me about just doing them individually. So that's what we're going to do. It's less work for me, honestly, not putting together advents, and I think it's cooler because these sticker designs that I have gotten made are really good. They're really cool, and I get excited about offering them just individually, so that if you wanted to get more than one, you could, or you could pick and choose what you wanted. It just makes more sense to do kind of like a giant shop update. So that's what we're going to be doing, is working towards a really big shop update. So stay tuned for all that. We're going to be working on those things probably starting tomorrow, on top of continuing to do Peachtober. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this little vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, why don't you put down a little popcorn emoji for the delicious popcorn we had at the theater the other night. That theater has like the best popcorn, and I think because the machine is like 1,000 years old, so it's got like a nice cured it's well seasoned. It's got a nice flavor to it when you actually go to eat it. And it's very cheap. I think they only charge like $3 or something for it. It's crazy. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and put a little popcorn emoji down below to let me know that you made it to the end and to say a little hello. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you if you've been watching the previous Vlogtober videos. I have created a playlist here on the channel if you want to catch up. Of course, the last episode was a lot of fun. Roman and I went to Disneyland. I love editing the Disney vlogs. They make me very happy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!